Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are well. Today we are going to cover a very important topic, which is immigration updates in Ireland, which were presented by Department of Justice yesterday. And the reason why I'm actually making this video, even though the details are available online, you can go and check, is because majority of people are having confusion whether the laws are applicable to them or not. So this video is going to simplify all the updates, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down this video in three categories, and these three categories are impacts on student visas, impact on the work permits, and impact on the people who are seeking international protection. So stay tuned and you can watch the relevant sections which are relevant to you. I've created the chapters in this video. So the first category that we are going to explore today is impact on study visas. So there are two types of study visas. First one is your short-term study visa and the second one is long-term. So first, short-term means vocational courses, English language courses. Long-term is your PhD, your bachelor's and your master courses. So the majority of the updates which Irish government presented belongs to the short stay option, where people from China, Brazil, and other non-English speaking countries come here to gain expertise or certifications in English language. And what Irish government is planning to do is they are looking to reduce the number of visas offered in this particular category. So previously they used to offer close to 18,500 visas in a year, which will now be reduced to 13,000 only. So there will be a difference of 5,500 visas, and they want less number of students coming into Ireland for this particular category. Second update around study visa is around the source of funding and the total amount you need to get your visa secured. So if you're coming to Ireland to study for any course less than 8 months, now you need 6,680 euros as proof of funds. So you need to have at least this much money if you're coming for a short-term course. So previously it used to be somewhere around 4,500 to 4,700 euros, and that was the maximum that you needed to show. But now this cap will be increased, and they want a clear and transparent source of funding as well. So while you're making application, make sure that you are showing clean and transparent source of funding, plus you're obeying with the limit that they are now requesting you to give. Now, for those who are looking to come here to study for longer duration, which is 12 months or above, the cap is 10,000 euros plus your tuition fees. Okay, so for your first year of your expenses, you have to show 10,000 euros in liquid funds. So now again, whenever you are going to apply for the visa, whether you are applying on your own or through a consultant, make sure you have those liquid funds in your account. They should be clean, they should not be immediate. Okay, so you should have like a good history, and you should not have like a big debt. Okay, so to summarize around study visa, just two major updates. Government is looking to reduce the number of study visas given for English language courses, and they're increasing the cap for the funding which is needed to support your stay in Ireland. The second category that we are going to cover today is work permit holders. Again, there are not many updates for this particular category apart from the fact that if you're a work permit holder in Ireland or you're coming on a work visa in Ireland and you're non-European, you will have to show a higher threshold of income if you want to bring your spouse and your dependents. So previously, if you were on a 30,000 euros salary or more, you could bring your dependents quite easily without showing much proof. And the family reunification visa was like quite smooth, but this hasn't changed in last 10 years, and that's why government saw this as a major problem, because 30,000 euros is not enough to support your family. Okay, so that is the only reason why they are increasing this cap. Now what I'll do is I'll read it out, because what they are doing is they have created a separate, like a different cap for depending on number of dependents that you are bringing in. Okay, so as I said previously, it used to be 30,000. Now if you have one child that you're looking to bring, then your net salary is after tax, it should be 36,660. Okay, if you have two child, then it is 41,912. For three child, 47,164. For four, 51,896. And if you have any adult dependents, like not child, then your salary has to be 90 to approximately 93,000 euros net, which is after tax. This is a huge jump, okay, from the previous thresholds. And as I said, the reason why they are justifying it is you will not be able to support them if you don't have this much salary in Ireland, which I also believe, because the rent, the groceries, everything, inflation is high and expenses have gone up. Okay. Apart from this, there's also one more thing that government is now looking to look into, is they are going to cover surveys whether the place you are living in can support your family or not. So let's suppose if you are bringing your wife, your children, then what it means is someone will come to your house. They'll check it out, and then they will assess whether you can support your family in that place or not, and then only your visa will be approved. This is what has it has been said during the press conference yesterday. But now, in terms of legalized procedure and from when it is going to start, details are still awaited. But I think as per my knowledge and what I've read so far, for any applications now 2025 and 2026, this is applicable. Now if you have any questions, do drop them in comments. I'll try to find out, and I'll help you out if I can. But again, just to summarize, the bigger your family, the more income you need. Okay. And this law is applicable for both work permit holders and people who are here on international protection. Now, the third category of people are who are looking to secure international protection in Ireland, whether they are in Ireland or they are looking to come to Ireland. And majority of the updates belong to you guys. Okay. And to start with, there are 5 major updates which I can see, and I've written it down. If you want to convert this into some other language, I think YouTube might give you the option to translate the video. So for international protection applications, okay, there are a series of updates, as I said, in total 5 major ones. First one I've already covered in the previous section, which is the cost to cover your dependents. So previously, if you were under international protection section and you wanted to bring your family over, 30,000 euros was more than enough. But now you will be treated similar to the work permit holder category, where you will have to show proof of funds to support your dependents. So if you are looking to bring your spouse or your children, you need to have enough funds to secure their dependent visas. I've covered the funds required in the previous section, so if you want to go and check it out, you can do that. I've also mentioned the total band, which is from first child up to like 5 children, in the description below as well, so you can go and check. Now the second update for international protection application is, if you have taken a house from like social housing, or if government is providing you assistance with the accommodation, then they want you to contribute towards it. Okay. So let's suppose if you're working in Ireland, and you could be working as a skilled worker or as an unskilled worker, and there could be a difference in salary. Now this is again not clarified yet how much you will need to pay, but what government wants is a percentage of your salary will be taken to support your accommodation. Okay. So if you are currently being supported by the government for the accommodation, they want you to pay. Third update for international protection, guys, is around crime. Okay. So if you're living under international protection in Ireland and you commit a crime, then your status could be revoked and you could be deported straight away. And this is what the latest update is. Okay. The fourth update, which is like a big update, to be honest, and it is at par with what other European countries do as well, which is the length of your stay. Okay. So if you have stayed in Ireland for 5 years or more, under like as a refugee or under international protection, then you are eligible to apply for citizenship previously it used to be just 3 years, okay, but now you have to complete entire 5 years, and you need to show your reckonable residence with your address proof and like a valid history that you stayed in Ireland, and all the records should be exceptionally clean, otherwise your application can be rejected. And lastly, um, government is looking to bring a criteria. So let's suppose you have stayed in Ireland for 5 years and you're putting your application for citizenship. They are now putting this criteria of social welfare payments. So if you were taking any kind of assistance from government to support your livelihood in Ireland, then that might be a negative on your application, which means if you are taking any social welfare payments, depending on how much you're taking and the length of duration for which you were taking the payment, that can negatively affect your application. Okay, so whatever amount you have taken in past, first of all you have to declare it on your application, and then depending on the total amount and the total duration, you will be given certain points, and then it can work against your application as well. So guys, these were the update from the press release yesterday. I hope you found it useful and everything is clean and transparent now. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below, or you can connect to my Instagram page. The link is also mentioned in the description. Again, I'm not a consultant, I'm not an immigration guy, so I won't be able to help you with any legal queries. But if you have any day-to-day request or any topic that you want me to create video on or more content on, please let me know. I do like to help you out, but again, I am not an immigration consultant or anything, so please don't take it that way. The reason why I created this video is just to simplify what has been put out there so that it is easier for you to understand. Thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you, and see you.